We have to. There's a YouTube list. There's a YouTube list with what royalty free music or whatever. You'd have to find. You'd have to find royalty free music, and then you can play that.
Sometimes, man, they're even fickle with that. I remember I found a royalty free whatchamacallit. But we'll talk about it. You can go ahead and hit the thing.
Yeah. I hit it. It's we're
okay, cool. Oh, we're live on Facebook.
We are live in 5. Hey, all right. But no, they had this royalty free shit, man. But I've noticed sometimes they can change. They switch it up on you, and then all of a sudden, royalty free is not royalty free.
Yeah, man, you get them little like, you're muted. It's like, dude, like you said it was royalty free.
Yeah,
it is or it ain't, man.
They switch it up on you, yeah. And I was like,
hold on a second, you might hear feedback here from you, or not feedback, but double voice here.
Double voice.
Switch it up on you, and all of a sudden, royalty free is not royalty free.
That is me.
I hear myself. I'm unmuted. Here we go. All right. So we are good.
Yeah, that's what it is. All right. Hello. All right. Okay. What the hell, Caanan?
That wasn't me. That was on your end, brother.
Okay, I was hearing echoing and shit. I'm like, damn, Caanan. That is me. That's you.
Is it me? Oh, yeah. I have the whatchamacallit on.
Asshole.
Yeah, there you go. It's kind of weird because the audio comes through like I hear it on your end, which is like really weird.
Yeah, I'm like, why am I hearing my voice again? I'm like,
all right, so you're muted.
Okay, okay. Boomer stream with Caanan White. All right.
Actually, we're Generation Xers. Did you know that?
Yeah, well, I recall being part of Generation X, but which is where the comic book came.
Oh boy.
I'm like, but yeah, all right. Hello, Eddie, Cashbox, 6 a.m., CG Raven.
Hey, Eddie, how's it going? Right up, man, right up. That's awesome.
Yeah. There you go. All right.
Hail, CG Raven. Conan. Antoine and Conan. Oh boy.
Yeah, when I find Antoine, I'll let him know.
I'm cool being Conan.
Yeah, I don't answer the shit that ain't my name. Once you do that, that just opens it up. So,
as long as you think I'm Conan and Barbarian, I'm good. I'll take that. How are you this morning, Mr. Bryce?
I am well. I am flourishing.
I like that. I'm thriving.
Yeah. But I'm here, man. I'm up, and I figured I would stream with you for a few hours and get back to looking at all these boxes of comics.
Yes. Is the pile dwindling? I'm sure it is.
It's interesting to actually, have to be breaking down empty boxes now. It's like, oh wow, I packed a whole box of this and getting through a box of that, and all that kind of stuff. It's interesting to do that. I wish I could recycle some. The boxes are too big. The comic boxes are too big because some people had ordered like the 25 pack, and I was like, if I could just recycle some of these boxes, but this, those boxes hold like 80.
Yeah,
like 80 in each box, so it's like I could use it, but it adds all the weight and everything. But I got some old Amazon boxes that I saved, and I'm gonna use. I know I'm sending out one. Well, I'm using the Amazon box.
Okay,
I got like 10 comics, so I'm sending it out to him,
and
a T-shirt, and so I'm putting all this stuff in one.
That's what's up.
So
awesome.
Yeah. So, hey man, doing what I do.
Making it happen.
Okay. So what we are doing here, this page was actually completed already, but Caanan, has done a few pages since then, and I felt like the look was a little bit more refined. And so I wanted Caanan to come back and tweak this interior panel here, because the way he drew Jehovah later in the book, I just think I felt like it didn't quite look the same.
Yeah, it was different.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying, and I like the way it looked in the latter pages. So since it is digital, I was like, let's go back and clean that up a little bit.
Yeah.
So I mean, one thing I like about the Way of the Gun pages, if the, I don't know, I'm a control freak too, so it is what it is. But I appreciate you bearing with me, Mr. White. But it just, the two images look so different. I was like, that kid looks a little inbred compared to this new refined. Uh-oh. Did we, I think it happened.
Are we going?
Hold on. Let me look. I think it happened, bro. But like I said, if it happens,
switch.
Yeah. Okay. Wow. This is insane to me when people do this shit. So, either way, we are here. Hold on.
Do you advertise it via YouTube or no?
No, it's just people getting their notifications. And hold on, let me. I'll tweet out the link to the Periscope anyway, and let people know, because I like I said, I'll just re-upload this. It's not going to hurt anything, because once I re-uploaded it, they couldn't do anything about it. So
right.
And let's see. Hold on. Let's see here. Let's see. Flagged again, but we are still live. I will upload later. Later. Yay! All right. That's what I'm saying. It was like it's quick, man. I was like, they, like I said, it's sometimes you have to wonder. You have powerful haters.
It was like, who are they getting the link to? Whoever that is. Well,
the thing is,
you think they're
yeah, we dropped off. Yeah, Cashbox. We got flagged. There's someone that's been going around. They've been flagging, like, whenever I go live, if they're around, they flag. So, yeah, I got flagged again. So that's what happened. But the good folks at StreamYard, they record all these streams. So, I can make sure that when we do go, we can record the whole stream and then just upload it. So it's not, it's a minor nuisance, but since I'm able to record the stream, it doesn't hurt, because once I upload it, people can just watch it later or whatever. But we're on Periscope, we're on Twitch, we're on Facebook, all at Akari Press. So like I said, we'll be streaming for a couple hours here, and then I'll go back to my day, and Caanan's gonna go and draw like like manga porn or something.
No, I'm not.
No, you're not. Oh, okay. A guy can dream, right?
Yeah, keep dreaming, buddy.
All right.
No, that's what I was saying, man. Since it's doing what it's doing, I mean, it's going to eventually be on YouTube. Yeah. What if we just advertise just for, so people know where to go from the onset? Just advertise Facebook.
Well, I mean, the people on. Well, hold on. I guess I could tweet it out. I mean, hold on.
Like do something, like do that from the. We could do that from the start. Just bring all the traffic that will be on YouTube to Facebook Live. You know what I mean?
Let me see. Let me. That's not a horrible idea, but I mean, some people are already subscribed to the Akari Press Facebook channel because I've got a couple hundred people on there already.
Because I mean,
and they get the notifications, but
it'll be on YouTube. It's not like it's not going to be on there.
Right.
Streaming purposes, just bring everybody here first.
Let me see. But yeah, let me.
I think that'll save, like drop off and all that stuff, just from people trying to adjust and get on Facebook. They'll already be here.
Let me see. So, but yes, Facebook.com/Akari Press if anyone is interested. Let me see. Let me see. Let's see. Facebook.com/Akari Press. Boom.
Akari Preston.
Let's see. So let's see if I've gotten. Because I noticed, like when I look and I saw that number drop, I'm looking at how many people were watching, and it was going up, and then all of a sudden, bloop, it just died.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying, man. So we don't have to deal with just vote and all that mess. Just bring them here first, man.
Yeah, but it's
and then drop the link for everything else afterward.
But yeah, matter of fact, I was like, I tweeted it out. I tweeted out the Facebook link, tweeted out on, and like retweet me or something on your line, and that would help. But okay, so it is a done deal now. Yeah. I agree, Cashbox 85, but
what do you say?
Is motherfuckers pulling false flags on y'all? That's some BS, and it is some BS. But I mean, they're not hurting me. I'll be able to get the stream up on YouTube. It'll be monetized, so I'll get the commercial stream money for that.
Right, exactly.
My ass off, but if it makes those people happy, then they can continue to do this, because I'm not going to stop streaming. I'm going to keep doing what I do. So
exactly,
it is what it is, man. I mean, people have to, haters got to hate, man.
And they're doing that.
Yes,
that is for sure.
So yeah, so okay, so as we were saying, we were, I asked Caanan to, the rest of the page was fine, but I did not like the way Jehovah looked in this one particular insert panel, particularly because of the way he looked in the later page. Matter of fact, Caanan, can you pull that page up and show what Jehovah looks like in the later page so that they can see why?
Sure. Let me see here.
I know I'm putting you on the spot, but that's what I do.
It's all good. Let me find it.
You drawing all kind of what? You got all kind of stuff you drawing and stuff.
There we go.
Yeah. There we go. Hold on. Matter of fact, let me make sure I give you a solo. But yeah, when I saw that, and then I looked at that other page, I said, "No, we got to fix that, because I love the way he looks right there, and I want him to look like that."
Yeah.
So he looks fantastic there. And so the other page kind of looked like, it kind of made me think of Deliverance, like he may have been suffering from a little bit of the inbreeding. So yeah. So at that point,
and I think a lot of it had to do with like the way the hair looked and stuff. So yeah, I'll definitely make sure.
Yeah, but
I got the other page open so I can reference it too. So yeah,
because I was like, man, he looks great there. And and like the bottom panel where you see the like kind of like the energy in the eye and everything, that I thought all that looked good still.
Right.
So, but just that particular insert panel just bugged me, especially when I saw how clean the inks were on the newer page.
Yeah.
And I was like, yeah, I just want the art to look consistent all the way through the book. Sometimes you don't have opportunity to do that though when you're trying to keep on schedule and everything. But I was like, hey, it's just that one panel and it was done digitally anyway. So let's have Caanan clean that up and make it look better.
It was a good call. Good call.
And, yeah. I mean, I'm already liking the way his hair is looking and everything. The way you've been able to do some of the facial expressions this time around, it's not that they weren't good in the first book, but man, I just really love what you've been doing this time around. So,
well, I mean, again, it's though, like I said, related to almost like music. When you're learning a song, you're learning the song. You're not performing it. Once you learn the song, then you can actually perform it, and then that's when it becomes like second nature, kind of like. So, the first book, as we got near the end, kind of hit the stride, hit the groove. But early on, still finding my work, flow with the characters and learning the characters themselves. So it was a little bit more of a labor intensive. Even just making facial expressions, I wasn't really focused on that. I was just making sure I had the character right. Right. And now, it's still making sure the characters are accurate, but now I can actually focus on the story itself, and I'm making the characters tell the story, and not just solely focusing on making sure all the I guess I want to say the mechanics are right. I can do both. So yeah, I mean that's one of the reasons why, man. It's just it flows. It's flowing better.
Oh yeah, definitely. And Demetrius is doing his thing as well. I'm really matter of fact,
I don't know. Show a page of
the Fame book.
Yeah, man.
Well, I mean, they're all on. All I have is a couple of pictures, just the stuff that I've tweeted out on. Although I should be getting the scans for the first 3 pages sometime this afternoon. I know I talked to him this morning, and Demetrius has been exceptional. I've really enjoyed working with him, and he makes really smart choices with the layouts like you do.
Yeah, I like what he did with just the little nuances, man, of her picking up that needle, the syringe. I was like, man, that's pretty. That
was in the script, though. I put that in the script.
Yeah, I'm saying, but it feels real the way that he did it. Like that's how you would, I don't know how you would grab just a random syringe on the ground, but if you did, you would grab it like, kind of thing.
It'll make sense in the story just based on Fame's background and some of the things that are going on. It'll make sense because people are like, why is Wither in this book? And there's things that people don't know yet, so there's a reason. Right? I was like, but things will be revealed in the Fame book.
It'll all be clear.
Yeah, you'll know why. You're going to see other characters from Brand in the Fame book, and they'll all tie together. And I'm sending Demetrius the link. I don't know. He probably won't come, but
that'd be cool if he hopped on.
Yeah, he's kind of shy.
I know how that goes. We've got.
But it would be nice to have him on. I would love to have him on. So trying to, although because I've been explaining to him. He's got the book Mia and Grok that he's gonna do about the space bounty hunters.
Is that the one you're co-producing?
Yes, I'm gonna work with him on that. Maybe help him with the script and some of those type things.
Is this his own project?
I mean, it sounds like he's been working on this for a while. It sounds like he's had this idea for a few years based on certain conversations we've had. And he sent me a old Mia and Grok sketch from like, I think maybe 3 years ago or so. Characters look kind of similar, but it was different. And so it looks like he's got a more refined look now.
Yeah.
So it seemed like he kind of tightened that up.
Which is what you want anyway, you know?
Yeah. Oh, I just got the message from YouTube telling me that I've been and it's YouTube definitely needs to fix this though, because they're like, hey, we're flagging you, but it's not gonna give you a strike on your channel. Because I had a couple of strikes last year just from I had a strike from the person that hijacked my channel. And you know, that's what it is. So
is it only, man, like when we stream together that you get struck?
I got struck with let me see, I got struck on Sexy Party, and I got struck. I had Eric Nielotowski on the other day, and that video we were only about 5 minutes in and someone flagged. Now that whole stream is up on the channel, people can watch it because like I said, and it's monetized. That's why I'm laughing, because they're like, oh, I'm gonna make it where you can't stream. I'm like, well, dumbass, I'm still streaming. I'm streaming now because I've got over 3,000 people that follow me on Twitter, so they can follow on Periscope. If they want to watch it, they can watch it. A couple hundred people on Facebook. Still trying to build that. I'm trying to build a Twitch up. I want to start playing Mario Kart on Twitch.
Yeah, I like the Twitch. I like the Twitch. I'm trying to say ecosystem, and just the way that I like watching a lot of the artists on there.
Yeah, well, I mean, if I can build it up,
it's pretty awesome.
I would like to build it up so it would be another place to really stream and thrive on that platform as well. But it seems like I need to have some. It would be nice to maybe, since I play Mario Kart every day, so it would be nice to maybe stream my Mario Kart.
Yeah, you should.
Yeah, on there. And like I said, I've looked at a couple of different apps that would allow me to do that. So I just need to work on that. See, this is coming out much better, Mr. White. I am
the Twitch community, man, is pretty dope. Like, they just how it works, man, and how literally like artists and creators and whatever your niche is, they kind of back each other. You do raids and all that stuff, which is awesome. Say if somebody, when we were done streaming and, say Elliot or somebody was on, you could raid them, and then they would stream you would get to get exposed to their audience, and vice versa. So it's, I like Twitch, man. I like it a lot, actually. It's, it's very, very, like laid back and, all that stuff. And too, it's, I think eventually, you can, I'm not sure how they do monetization, but I think you become like a partner.
Yeah, you become a Twitch partner, and then people can buy. They can buy. It's kind of like what they're doing on YouTube now, where people can get like a membership to your channel or whatever. You can buy the little icons and stuff. Like if you get to you can, because I noticed some of the bigger channels, like I'm subscribed to like DJ Academics, him, and then there's this what's the guy? I can't remember. He's got a pretty big YouTube channel where he games and stuff, and he plays everything over there. I mean, he plays like all Mortal Kombat and Injustice. He plays all that kind of stuff. I follow him on Twitter too. I can't remember his name. If I was thinking about it, I would now I have to find him because it's gonna drive me nuts. See what you did. I'm lying. And then let me see. I'll see if he'll pop up in some of my. YouTube recommendations because, like I said, I'm subscribed to his channel. Let me see. Man, I didn't realize how many of these channels I've subscribed to.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's like so you look at your your feed thing, you're like, dang.
Yeah, I've let me see. He was playing Final Fantasy VII the other day. Let me see.
That game is dope, bro.
The new one? I haven't tried it. How is it? Tell me about it.
Amazing. And if you've played the original at all,
I know about the original.
You'll love it. I mean, it's the same type of it's nostalgic, dude, in all the right places, man. It's the game mechanics are amazing, fluid. The animations, the new sequences with everything is superior, dude. I mean, it's to see it. It's almost like that's how you take a game from the original inception to a newer upgrade. You know, if you're gonna do that, do it like they did with Final Fantasy, man. It has everything.
So you played the new version, not just the original that was on PS1 or
whatever. Yeah, I played the new version.
Is it just on PS? Because I've seen the demos on YouTube, and the channel that I was talking about is called Maximilian Dude, DOOD. Yeah, Maximilian Dude. I remember he streamed with Jim Lee like sometime last year because he's actually an artist. He's actually an artist, but he's got a huge YouTube channel. That dude's YouTube channel, he's over 1 million on YouTube.
Dang.
And yeah, I was like, but he streams on Twitch all the time. He does like old school gaming and stuff, but he plays a lot. Of, matter of fact, I've seen him. He gets sponsored. Yeah, 1.23 million subscribers, and yeah, man, he does the damn thing. But Maximilian Dude, I've been subscribed to his channel for a few years now. I started watching. I think he's playing MKX. Mortal Kombat 10.
That was the first new revamp.
Yeah, because they used the MKX engine to do Injustice 2. Because they did Injustice 1, and it's the fight mechanics. I'm not sure Injustice 1 was done with Unreal.
It probably wasn't.
With the Unreal engine. And
as a matter of fact, I know it wasn't. It wasn't done with the Unreal engine.
Yeah, and then Injustice 2 was done with the Unreal engine, but they had done MKX, and they used the same fighter engine to do Injustice 2. Obviously, MKX is good. Injustice 2 was great. Yeah, I thought MKX was actually pretty damn good, actually. But
yeah, have you played Mortal Kombat 11?
I just a demo. I played a demo. I have not played the actual guy, but they had a demo on Xbox.
Yeah, it's dope.
Yeah, and I was just, but it reminded me of, I mean, it's Injustice 2. It's the same, but I mean, they took the stuff from Injustice 2 and then just took it to, Mortal Kombat 11 and just obviously increased it. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Just made it better.
Like I love the cinematics and stuff from Injustice. It was the story mode, like I think somebody posted around the time when the game was still like popular and stuff, they posted just the cutscenes from the movie or from the game, and it was like watching it like a Justice League animated movie or film. I was like, man, this is like the story alone was like amazing. So
yeah, I did watch the movie for Mortal Kombat 11. I went, what's that one channel? The IGN had it up. IGN, they took they did that for God of War too. Yeah, all the God of Wars actually. They did that for God of War. They did that for Star Wars, whatever the last Star Wars game was with the one with the new Jedi guy, the one that
it was actually really good though. He's based
I like it, but the movie was dope. The movie was really dope.
Yeah, it's the guy who played Jerome from Gotham.
Yeah, and he's on Shameless on Showtime.
Okay.
Yeah, that's where I saw him at first. He played the gay character on Shameless.
Oh, okay.
And then he used his brother's ID so he could join the army, even though he was only like 17 years old or some stuff. So the whole thing was, but yeah, it was cool.
Yeah, so they did that with Injustice too. They took all the cut scenes and made it into an actual.
Yeah, no, the Injustice. Well, I beat Injustice. I beat the story mode on Injustice. So I went through Injustice. Well, I beat Injustice 1 and 2. But
yeah, I mean, I'm saying it was cool to just watch I just watched the like I said, just the cut scenes, man. It's an amazing story, man. Like you felt like you were actually watching the movie.
well, you look at some of these older, like I remember when they did Metal Gear Solid, right? So they did Metal Gear Solid, and it was on what, PlayStation 1, I guess, or 2? Was that on
1 and 2.
okay. Yeah, they did a
the first one was the Metal Gear Solid, and then the second
they did
Sons of Liberty came out on PS2.
But I thought they did a upgraded version of Metal Gear Solid that was with better graphics that they put on 2.
Yeah,
like a remix or something.
Yeah, it was like remastered.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Yeah, it was smoother. You know, like, but you look at that game, and I think they didn't have even an hour worth of cinematics in it. And then as these games have gone on,
yep,
the amount, of cinematics and stuff. I'm like Injustice 2, I thought had about an hour and a half, hour 20 minutes of cinematics in it. And it looked like Mortal Kombat had at least an hour and a half or so of cinematics as well.
It was enough to actually feel.
It's like a movie, yeah.
Yeah, like a 2 hour, almost an hour and a half, 2 hour film. Yeah, I agree.
Yeah, and my God, and beginning, but like you said, you watch Metal Gear, and it only had like about 35, 40 minutes or whatever that first one, and then as the technology has or what was that? What's that? Dawn Horizon. I was looking at that the other day. That game had about at least almost 2 hours of footage in it.
Yeah,
with the cutscenes and everything.
With the advent of going to Blu-ray, man, it's changed everything. Like people
graphics are fantastic. All that.
Yep, they have more processing power and more space to deal with.
Caanan, that looks great, man. It's so much better. Yeah, it's so much better. Yeah, the old panel. Yeah, that just I love that because that's better. I was like, it was irking me, especially after I saw the new version. I was like, wait a minute, this is bothering me. But yeah, that just that because I was like, it's not quite the way I saw him, but the other pages were so good. And then when you came up with that last one, Jehovah was so strong in it. I was like, oh no, he got to fix that.
It's funny because from afar, he looks like this. But close up, it didn't make it until I got to the next page. You know what I mean? Like, it was but from afar, he looks like he does on the new page. I mean, that's how he looked. I just, sometimes you gotta get away from it and get a new set of eyes on it. You know what I mean? Like, okay, yeah. It's like, nah, I didn't quite get it. And
it was jarring to me, though. I gotta be honest. Like when I saw the new page and I saw that panel with Jehovah, I was like, and then I go back and look at that other page. It was so different. Yeah. And I was like, yeah, we gotta. I was like,
he's like, who is that?
I was like, yeah, it just looks like
this is Kyle and that's Terrence. No.
Well, there's a matter of fact, I don't know how you're gonna play this because like I think a page or so before this when you were having everything like when everybody was doing the pickpocketing and stuff earlier. I don't even know if it's matter of fact, I don't know if it's on this page. Go up to the top. Let me see that top panel. It may be this page. I don't know. No, that's Dawn at the
sports shop.
Sports shop, yeah. Okay. Which I'm glad that looks pretty good. And
I'm loving drawing in Procreate, dude. Like it's like my jam. Like it is just it was one of them love hates, and for a while it wasn't. I started a little bit, and I was like, I don't like it, but after a while I was just like, let me actually try to make this work, man. I'm glad I did. Like just everything feels more organic, feels more natural, man. And so it translates even in the final stuff. The quality and then the fact that you can record your progress is pretty dope too. So will always have start to finishes for the pages we do. You actually be able to see them built. If you ever wanted to take all those videos and just compile them, you can do that too to kind of show everybody from the planning stage to the end. So
that is so much better. Like I have to tweet out a side-by-side comparison on how to pay, because it's just not even close, man. It's just,
let me turn it off and
oh God, yeah. It's just so much better, dude. Wow. that's perfect. Oh man, it's just you can't even compare it. It's just but the new I like the new version 20 times better. Because that's the thing. I like the page. I was like, oh, the page. And I was like, okay, so that's Jehovah. But then you drew him again when you drew him again. Because he's in the book. He's in the book quite a few times.
Yeah.
Because some of the stuff I was writing over the weekend, there's some stuff later on at the archery range and stuff. And he's there. And then there's other stuff when I guess it's the page before this when they're actually pickpocketing. There's a girl at that very top panel, and that's going to be the character Squeak.
Yeah.
And so so obviously it's that top panel is not a big blown up panel. So
right.
But Squeak is definitely she's someone that the readers will get to know a little better as they read, Way of the Gun, and she'll be important to Dawn's story arc.
Right on.
She'll be in this one, and she'll be in Rain, which will be the next book. So, and then and because there actually is a Dawn and David together scene, and well, hello, Thomas Franklin. How are you? He says hello. So,
hey, Thomas.
Hey, how you doing? All right. Thanks for being here, watching. We appreciate you. But the Squeak will be she will be part of Dawn's storyline, because I'm still doing the 3 storylines. You've got the Covenant storyline, you've got Dawn's storyline, you got David's storyline.
Right.
And then obviously the storylines will become intertwined. In fact, part of the Fame book is you will start to see where you will see part of, Wither was part of David's storyline, and then you will see characters that are part of the Covenant storyline interacting with Wither, and then obviously Fame is in it. So it's like you'll see that the world is more connected than what. Yeah, and like I said, I was hoping that Mr. Demetrius would show up, but like I said, I sent him the message. I know he's up because he had just, before we went live, I had just heard from him. So he's probably watching us from afar and going, I'm still shy, I'm still nervous.
He's what do you call it? What's it called? Not trolling. What do you call it?
Introvert?
No, what's the term I'm looking for?
Either way, we were, I was like, well, it's impromptu. I get it.
Yeah.
It is what it is.
It would be nice to have him on here, though.
Yeah, well, he's saying
lurking. That's what I'm thinking about. That's what I was trying to think.
Well, what he told me is that he wants to get a couple pages done of the book. So right now, it looks like we are on page 3, which was almost done because I saw some shots of it. And then so he'll move on. He's going to do the layouts for the next few pages.
Right on.
And, we'll keep going from there, brother. I'm actually purchasing one of the pages from him.
Yes.
Because it was so dope. There's a full page spread that I'm really wanting to hang on my wall. So that's page 3.
What is it of, Antonio?
It is of Wither and Ji and Yang. And I actually talked to Demetrius on the Ji and Yang, who is a member of the Covenant, is actually going to make a small appearance in the Fame book.
Nice.
And why you have to read the Fame book. So to anyone that is like I said, it's on the little scroller there. You can back brand Way of the Gun at AkariPress.com. Obviously, the link is in the description. I know it's in the description on Facebook as well. I don't know how that works on Twitch and everything, but if you go to AkariPress.com, if you haven't backed Way of the Gun, if you're interested in it, you can check that out. And within the next, I talked to the guy that is coloring the second printing cover, and he, because I think I showed you some of his work. Did I show you who it was?
Yes, you did.
Okay,
There's a paintery style.
Yeah, and that's the way I wanted the cover to look. So he's showing me little things of what he's doing. Because I was like, if he screws this up, I'll just have Icarus color it. but he's shown me some progress. He has a very detailed style. So he told me to give him about another 2 weeks.
Can we see a teaser?
Huh?
Can we see a teaser?
It's not done yet. I can show you what I have.
Yeah, I want to see a teaser. I mean, not to everybody else, I guess, but
yeah, I'm like, well, I'll DM you in your twatter, and you can look at it and then see what he's doing. But let me see. There's the Caanan White twatter, and I will find this image and send it to you. But yeah, it's like I said, he's basically in the flat stage.
Gotcha.
And so he's doing things, but it is in your twatter there.
Thank you, sir. I really.
Let's see who else is here. Well, it looks like I have a handful of people. White, I had more when it was on YouTube, but I'll have to upload this later. I know there's people watching on Twitch, and there are people watching on Periscope as well. I'm not even sure. I think when you guys all chat, it won't show up to anyone but me, though. But if anyone wants to say hello, they can say hello, and I can at least put it up on the screen like this. It's like boom, boom. See, so like you can send me a little, if you're on Periscope or Twitch or whatever, just say hello. And
hello.
So you see, okay, so I sent it to you. You see it.
I did. Yeah. That's like I said, it's at the beginning stages. But
that's what I'm saying.
I like the angle he's taking.
Oh, yeah. He's doing a good job. So I'm excited to see what the finished product will look like. And
almost has a CGI quality.
Yeah, that's kind of cool. Said, but I mean, he did one on his page. I think that's what I showed you. He did Kobe Bryant.
Yep.
Yeah, that shit was dope, man. I was like, yeah, he does really good. Because he was like, I was like, about how long do you think it's gonna take? And he's like, well, he's in the UK, and he's like, I'm kind of a perfectionist, and so he said the good thing is, since I didn't actually draw he said normally I'm having to create the whole thing from scratch, and he's working in Photoshop.
Right.
And all this. He said, well, I already have the drawing, obviously, so I just have to color it.
Gotcha.
So, yeah, so it is what it is, though. But yeah, I'm excited. I think he's gonna, if he does what I'm hoping he's gonna do,
which I think he will. I don't think it'll be an issue.
Yeah, I'm hoping. And yeah, so. This is, if he does it, yeah, because like I said, and then I'll put up the little perks. That'll have the the second printing cover, which I think is good. And then obviously you'll be able to get a copy of Brand, and you can, and I'll have it like as an add-on, so you can get it. You can like you can buy whatever cover you want, and then as you're checking out, you can add the second printing on to your order. and then I can set it up to add it to other people's as well and all this kind of thing. So it'll be there, and yeah. I'm very much looking forward to it because, like I said, there's not much work that'll have to be done there because the file itself is 100% done.
Right.
The only thing we have to change is, obviously, what they call it, the indices or whatever. How do you say the indicia or whatever? The credits page.
Okay, I was like,
where it'll say, second printing or whatever. It'll have that on there, and then the rest of the credits will stay the same. So it'll just be that little scrambled up copyright information at the bottom, and it'll just say second printing, and then the rest of it won't have to change. So it'll be fairly easy to change that. And then but I think I'm looking forward to getting these covers because I liked how that one turned out. So like I said, just need a good color job on it. And as you saw, some of the stuff he's doing with the flames and different things, it looks like it's getting interesting. So I'm thinking
this one's done, man.
Yeah.
This one's done.
Oh yeah. See, that's so much better. He looks better now. That's why I was like, he's not bugging me anymore. And he doesn't look inbred anymore. Can you do the thing where you show the old face and the new face? Let me get a full boom. All right, so it's all on the art page now. And zoom in.
I threw a little bit over the face because I had to draw under it. So yeah, I mean it still looks different.
Can you zoom in? Can you zoom in a little bit? There you go. All right, do it again.
Like some of the features are gone because I had to draw over the top.
Right.
But yeah, I mean it's drastically different though.
Yeah. That looks so much better, dude. There you go. Oh, strong J, Caanan. All right.
Oh, that's hilarious.
All right. So we got you for about like an hour and 10 minutes.
Yes. What would you like me to draw, Mr. Antonio?
All right. Well, you and I had talked about like doing a little segment where you recreate or
Oh yeah.
So what if we pick a superhero?
Yes. Let's.
Matter of fact, if someone in the audience, if they, maybe they could throw some suggestions out there, pick a superhero and see if Caanan can do a redesign. He will take that superhero and because like I definitely thought Rocket Racer was one that I wanted to see you do a redesign on. Because I thought his costume, that yellow and gold or yellow, the red and gold or red and yellow, red and yellow. Rocket Racer. There was an old frog villain that turned into his father was a guy. He was in a frog suit in the early 80s. I think it was during Roger Stern's run.
Okay.
And I think John Romita Jr. before he developed his quick style, as he calls it.
Oh, yeah, when he actually drew stuff.
Yeah. Because John Romita Jr. style, like when I look at that old stuff, like I think he started changing his style more, especially when he was on X-Men. But by his own admission, he kind of developed the quick style because. Well, I'm not a big fan of the quick style.
Right.
But he said that his quick style allowed him to be on more titles.
Yeah, I can see that.
And so obviously that meant more money for him.
Right.
So, but especially now, what was that book that he was on at DC with the little kind of weird the weird agent girl that was kind of like the Long Kiss Goodnight or whatever. The girl was agent or something. Shoot, like she looked kind of like a black girl. I don't even know if she was a black girl, but she had brown skin and blonde hair. Century? No, was it Century? No, I don't know what the hell it was called. Someone out there knows.
Yeah, you got me on that one. Because the only thing I know he did with DC was Superman during the New 52, but I don't know. And then he did that weird.
Frank Miller. He did the Frank Miller Black Label thing.
He also did that
Superman Year One or whatever.
Superman Year One,
which was
interesting.
Quick style, man. Quick style. But I used to love John Romita Jr. stuff. He was starting the quick style when he was on Daredevil, but his writing, I mean, his art with Ann Nocenti's writing really seemed to work. They did Typhoid Mary. He was kind of doing, he wasn't doing as detailed, but that style just floated. It looked like he was in fashion school. And like when you see people and they're trying to learn how to design clothes and stuff like that, and I thought that's the way his style reminded me when I was reading his Daredevil run with Ann Nocenti. It looked like he was everybody. I mean, Matt Murdock's got longer hair and everything. It's just everybody. It looked like he was drawing like fashion magazine or something. That's what it looked like. And even though he didn't have all the little extra details when you go into the clothes and everything, like Kingpin would be big and he would kind of have a little suit and he'd have a cigar and I liked the way he would draw the little circling smoke and all that. Yeah, this stuff was so cool, man. And then he teamed up with Frank Miller the first time on the Man Without Fear miniseries, which I had to buy that on trade paperback because I thought that shit was dope, man. Man Without Fear. I missed it when it was in print. I see it on eBay all the time now, but I missed it. And I read in Wizard how incredible it was. I said, okay, I went on Amazon and they had it in trade paperback. Hell, this was maybe 15 years ago. And I went on Amazon, bought it on trade paperback, and I read it. And I was trying to, it was time for me to go to bed and I couldn't put it down. I was like trying to read it.
That's a good book.
Yeah, oh man, Man Without Fear with Frank Miller and John Romita Jr. My God, it's incredible. I mean, it's like he's doing, but I mean, the art they had to write people like Klaus Janson as the inker. I mean, everything. It worked. It looked like his style on the Nocenti run on Daredevil. It was, and since I like that, I like this, so it worked. And obviously, Frank Miller hadn't. I feel like Frank Miller kind of lost his fastball a little while ago. Especially he definitely lost his art fastball.
Yeah, he's definitely something going on with him, man.
Well, hold on, I see Amanda. Hello.
Hey, Amanda. I'm gonna do Rocket Racer, man. Just so we can have some be drawn. I got a picture of him up here.
Oh, okay, good. Yeah. Do Rocket Racer, like redesign him.
Dude, he's whack.
Make it. Don't draw him with the weird afro and all that stuff.
It looks so bad, dude.
That's what I'm like. But you're about to take Rocket Racer and make him look cool.
Yes, we're gonna help him.
Help him.
Help him out
a little bit. Oh God. Okay. Because I see, I don't know which picture you have pulled up as a reference, but I'm looking at the cover of Amazing Spider-Man number 172, where he's got the headphones on, he's got the weird, he's got the little rocket blaster things, and then, wow.
Yep.
Is that what, oh man, this looks bad on, the next thing I'm looking at, where it's like the Rocket Racer is coming through.
Look, this is the one. This is the reference I'm using.
All right, let me look. Let me see. I see it down there at the bottom. Okay, hold on. Let me just put it on you. That way I can see it better. Hold on 1 second. Boom. Aha.
Yeah.
Yeah, he looks even cheesier on some of the.
Yeah, he's quite special.
Let's
see here. We'll get him right and proper.
Let me see. Amanda says the printed book looks beautiful. Congrats.
Oh, she got
well. Cool. You helped. You helped, Amanda. So
thank you, Amanda.
That's why your name is on the credits page. Amanda J. Lamella. Yeah. she made me put the J on there because it just said Amanda Lamella. And she said, ever since I was in high school, I think so she said, I've always been credited as Amanda J. Lamella. So I want to have Amanda.
Get it right, Antonio.
So she when because she looked over the script and I had the credit thing on there that I was going to send over to the good folks at Rage Graphics to put in, and she said yes, I want. She said I put Amanda J. Lamella, and then and so I said okay. She's all yeah, because it was like so I said okay, bossy lady, and yeah, so. But all the cool people have J as a middle name. No. J stands for jerk. Amanda. Amanda is the bossiest editor I have ever encountered. I don't know if I want to work with her on all my future endeavors. She hurt my feelings several times during the editing process. You
need an Amanda, Antonio.
Let's see. Here she go. I'm not bossy, I'm just blunt. Well, let me fire up a blunt, tell you about how your boss thing is. She would be DMing me and she was like, well, she said, if I'm being honest, I think, and I'm like, no, that doesn't work for what the story is. She's like, just my 2 cents. I was like, that seemed more like 25 cents. That wasn't 2 cents.
Hey,
25. Put in a whole quarter.
He said a whole quarter.
Put in a whole quarter. I'm like, it's just my 2 cents. I'm like, yeah, okay.
This is my $2 a worth.
Yeah, bossy lady. And I'm like, but she did a good job though.
Thank you, Amanda. Definitely, really, your feedback and input and assistance, man, was invaluable. I mean that.
No. She had some. She had good suggestions.
So she had her good moments.
There was a couple of things that she said I didn't agree with. So I exercised some veto power, but which is kind of like Scrappy Doo's puppy power. Puppy power.
Hated Scrappy Doo.
Yeah. So how did Scrappy Doo come about? Because I don't know.
Trying to relate to the younger people. That's what
I was like, everybody got sidekicks all of a sudden. I was like, huh?
See, you would think people would get it. Every time you gear it toward the audience that doesn't pay for it, it struggles. And like as soon as they did that and they brought Scrappy Doo in, it was like, what happened to Scooby Doo? It was like, oh my gosh, it like went downhill. Like same thing with the Ninja Turtles. You remember there was a point where they took away their weapons, and so they would like walk around with grapples and throw trash cans. Trash, grocery bags at people, but they wouldn't use their weapons anymore. It's like, we need to be more, thinking of the children. But I was like, guys, that's
actually. Later, she said every sitcom that starts on down as a kid. Do you remember when they added that little kid on Married with Children, that little blonde kid, and then he just disappeared? Everybody realized it was a mistake.
Yeah.
And I can't remember his name, but they actually made a joke about it because everybody noticed he was all of a sudden he was there for a minute, and then all of a sudden he was gone. And they did a joke where they went into the refrigerator and pulled the milk carton out, and his face was on the milk carton. And the fans knew the joke because they were like, oh, they did just kind of X him on up out of there. Because people were like, why the hell is this kid there? We don't get that. We don't understand why this child is here.
Who was you?
Oh, is that the missus?
Yes.
Well,
here we go.
Hello to the divine Mrs. White.
And that's the hand puppet there.
I'm like,
right.
I do thank you for allowing me to borrow your husband and have him just devour all of my food for the week. That was he was that was a eating. Yeah, I was like, can't eat me out of house and home.
Only with the gumbo. Stop.
Boy, you tore that gumbo up, bro.
No, I showed her that gumbo. She was mad.
I wasn't mad. I just didn't care.
She was jealous.
I wasn't jealous.
Hey, that gumbo was fire though.
Fire though.
It just disappeared.
Ooh, what's up, Cashbox 85? I'm crashing his stuff. Watch this.
Well, I mean, we'll have to fly Caanan back out. When we do this, he'll have to come out again and sign more of these books again.
Yeah, take him out. I mean, send him, fly him away. He needs to get out.
We did not realize that the corona. We went to. Will we go to Wendy's? We went to Wendy's.
What'd you say?
We went to Wendy's. I know that it's like when they had just started rolling that Wendy's breakfast out here. Yeah, that Wendy's breakfast was fire, bro.
Is it really?
It's delicious.
Hey, I love your shirt, man.
Oh, Titans.
Oh yeah.
Yes, he's an OG.
Oh, I'm definitely I've been down when they were the Tennessee Oilers.
Houston Oilers.
They were the Tennessee Oilers when they came here.
I'm talking when they was real.
Like when Warren Moon was the quarterback and they were the Houston Oilers.
Gosh. Yeah.
Yeah, so I used to follow Warren Moon and Randall Cunningham with the Eagles.
Gosh.
Both ended up playing for the Eagles, which is weird. I mean, for the Vikings. Both ended up playing for the Vikings.
Didn't he?
Randall Cunningham played for the Vikings, and Warren Moon played for the Vikings. And then I remember what they had, Dante Culpepper.
Yeah.
And then they had that team.
I have a signed ball from him.
They had that. Oh, really?
Yeah.
It was my uncle had it. He gave it to me when he passed. He was a Minnesota fan.
But yeah, I'm about to say Dante Culpepper. I thought he was going to be the future of the game. I mean, he was big, mobile.
I think he fell into
hostile.
I think he fell into that Cordell Stewart situation.
So people are watching this live?
Yes.
Yes, they are.
Yes, people are watching this live. We had more people watching it live, but then a horrible person flagged my video. But I am going to upload this.
Tell me what the flagging video means.
Normally in a normal circumstance, it means you get a strike on your channel and stuff. But it when they flag you, it takes you off the air. But I'm able to record the stream on the streaming software I'm using. So,
but what's crazy is they do it every time we hop on.
Yeah.
Like it's like stays up for like 5 minutes, and whoever is watching remotely keeps false flagging it just so they can take down his video. Like every time.
Really?
But when I re-upload it, it works.
Yeah, and they can't touch it because we're still recording, but it's just every time they don't like the art community that we're a part of a lot of times. So individuals in it, and so they will basically try to hit whoever's channel. And
they didn't hit me. They hit me about 5 or 6 times already now.
Wow.
And this was within a week or two.
Yeah, because
people.
Because don't
focus on your stuff and not somebody else's. Oh my gosh.
Yeah, it was like they're big, meanie, stinky doo-doo heads, and
stupid faces.
Yeah.
They're being dumb fart faces.
Oh god,
with a lot of earwax in their nose.
Oh no, that's not good. That's not good at all. That is not good.
No.
Doopy heads. No.
Wow.
That actually looks like Silver Surfer. It looks like you're doing. Well, I mean, I guess the same principle since he's on a skateboard, right?
I thought that too. Then I saw the picture.
Yeah, but he's better than that.
It's like, well, what if you give Silver Surfer? Hey, you should over redesign Silver Surfer because Silver Surfer, remember he used to actually wear like boxing trunks when he first was.
No.
They didn't want to. Do you remember the original Silver Surfer where he had his little weird trunks on, and I was like, he's in outer space. Why is he wearing boxing?
Bye, everybody in the art world.
Bye.
Stop! I'm trying to say bye.
Oh no! Wait a minute! Hold on. Caanan's getting assaulted on the air.
Well, it was like,
yeah. I was like, there he is. Okay.
They say the camera.
I I did this.
Oh yeah, but yeah, but you remember like Silver Surfer those old when he first appeared in the Coming of Galactus. They put him in the trunks.
I forgot he had trunks on.
Yeah, he had the little trunks on, and then I don't know if it was Mobius or somebody else. And they were just like, why don't we just draw him without the trunks? But
right,
it just doesn't have genitalia or anything. He doesn't have any.
Well, it's covered in the silver.
Yeah, he's just covered, no bulge or anything.
No, it's just all there.
Although I think I saw a version of him where they kind of did Iceman on him, where he still had trunks on, but they were like shorter. Because the boxing trunks suck. The longer shorts, I didn't like those at all. Okay. And then I thought they did an Iceman on him where he was still wearing trunks.
Okay.
But they were just silver. I thought I saw a version of that. Then they finally said, okay, he's not wearing anything. He's just completely silver, and you just don't see any you don't see a bulge or any of that kind of stuff. But I could have swore they had him in some kind of trunks.
They were like, just screw it.
They were like Speedos.
Right. They were just like, we can't talk. We can't cover this. Just he's naked, guys. He just doesn't have anything.
Because like when they did the Mobius Silver Surfer book, he was just in nothing. But that book. That book's like 30-something years old.
It's crazy.
That book's been around for. I remember that and that and
the style too. He's perfect for Silver Surfer.
Yeah, well, I remember that book and what was it? Was Art Spiegelman Mouse? It had come out and all this kind of thing. Remember he did he did like the Holocaust with like mice.
Oh wow, I remember that one.
Oh no, it's from like 80 something. I mean, he won like Eisner and stuff for it.
That's awesome.
Yeah, he definitely got they just showered that book. I have to see. I need to figure out when Mouse came out because I remember seeing that when I was a wee lad going to when I was going to Collector's World.
You remind me of just talking about the mice, more so like animals. A show, man, is like still me and my kids watched it recently, man, because they had never seen it, but it was a Rivership Down.
Oh, you talking about Watership Down?
Watership Down, yeah, with the rabbits.
They did the new version on Netflix.
It wasn't as good, man.
Yeah, I saw it. And it had what's the guy that played Finn in Star Wars?
Oh, Boyega.
Yeah, he was one of the characters in there. He actually survived at the end, and he was the one that got the I can't remember the one chick. They were trying to figure out when she was gonna pick one of them, and she ended up picking him.
Okay, so he was the main character, that the brother, the one that lived all the way to the end.
No, he was one of the war bunnies or one of the defender bunnies or whatever.
The big guy.
Yeah. She ended up picking him. Okay, so I just found the cover to Silver Surfer #1 from the 70s. And he had more the kind of Speedo look on him as opposed to because when he was the way Jack Kirby drew him originally, he had those like trunks on. And that sucked. I thought, although the rest of the design was cool, but Silver Surfer with those boxing trunks, and they put underwear on him on the cover of Silver Surfer #1.
Okay.
And then they had to fix that. So let's see. Lunch is here. We'll check back in. Amanda, where my lunch at? I wish you always be talking about eating food, and I don't never get shit. I'm like. Man, I always talk about because she was on. I remember she hopped on the other day, and she was like, my lunch is here, or I'm fixing something for me and the hubby, and all this." And I'm like, "Yeah, where the food at?" I'm like, "Yo,
I want some food."
Yeah, I definitely want. I want to eat. I like getting fed. I make big money. I drive big cars. Everybody know me. It's like I'm a movie star. Oh boy, so it's a beautiful thing, man. Okay, so what are you thinking? Okay, because obviously, like I said, I thought the
First
the design.
I'm thinking pose wise right now, and then I'll Because I'm thinking I'm gonna have him with gauntlets of some sort. I'll change that to turbine engine, like one solid thing. Because he's a bad guy, right?
No.
I thought he was
Racer? No, he's definitely not a bad guy.
I thought he started off as a bad guy.
I think, from what I understood from his original story from the late 70s, that
Robert.
I think someone in his family had done something bad or something, or like, and then he used, or I'm trying to remember. I need to figure that out because I know when I was reading him, there was a story. They had a story with some neo-Nazis in it, and Rocket Racer. I guess they decided to do Rocket Racer on that story.
Okay,
and it turned out like the head of the neo-Nazi gang was actually Jewish. His parents were Jewish and everything, and so they were like, "Wait a minute, why are you?" He was just angry at his parents. And decided to, it was, the whole thing was weird. And then there was some really cringe. I think I still have those comics. Because he was saying really cringe stuff about like Spider-Man, I knew you were a white man under that suit or something. It was some really cringe. I was like, oh God.
Got away with this.
Yeah, I was like, he's like, he says,
I feel dirty.
I knew only a white man would be. It was like, hey, like they had like a swastika on, and I remember him and Rocket Racer were trying to stop this guy because at first Spider-Man's telling the Rocket Racer guy, like, dude, you're an amateur, get out of here. I don't need your help. And he's trying to tell him, right, to back off.
More than anything.
Yeah, he's trying to send him home or whatever. And it was something happened, and the neo-Nazi guy got hit with these there was some kind of acid, some kind of weird chemical that the neo-Nazi guy got hit with, and he became this blob creature. He became a blob creature with a swastika.
Wow.
So it was weird. Oh God. I have to find, if I find those books, I'll let you know what it was. Yeah. I'll let you know the run. I'm trying to remember, was that, I don't know if that was during, because Peter David, it was in Web of Spider-Man, if I'm not mistaken. Okay. But I remember Peter David was writing Web of Spider-Man for a little while, so I'm not sure if that was during his run or not, but because he kind of takes credit for creating Venom, even though it was David Michelinie and Todd McFarlane, obviously. Right. But he said that before he left the book to go on to Incredible Hulk, if I'm not mistaken, and obviously working with Todd McFarlane on that for a little while anyway. But he was setting up. There was some scenes. I remember Peter Parker was in like the subway and something hit him, and he didn't know. He was like, "Whoa!" And his spider sense didn't go off. So I think something in the shadow like tried to push him onto the subway. It was the train was coming and tried to push him and murder him or whatever. And they never. And then Peter was off the book, so they never followed up with it. Oh, okay. And so he used to write a column, I think, on CBR or something. It was one of those because that's how he ended up getting into little spats with Todd McFarlane and stuff based on some of the stuff he would write in his little columns. Where because him and Todd obviously used to be real cool, and then they stopped being cool. Well, Todd gave him that cover to the Incredible Hulk, where Wolverine is on the cover and his claws are out and it's the Hulk's reflection is in it. That's one of the most famous covers Todd McFarlane ever did. Yeah. And people reproduce time and yeah. It's been reprinted on T-shirts and posters and all that. Because I've seen some people recolor it, and they'll recolor it where the Hulk is green because they don't understand that he was actually gray Hulk. But I've seen that poster recolored with the Hulk green on it, and I've seen artists recreate it and all this kind of thing. But obviously, multiple Todd McFarlane covers have been recreated. Oh, it almost becomes kind of cliche because it's like, oh god, they're recreating Todd McFarlane. Oh, it's the Spider-Man #1 cover for the 80th time. And
you know what though? I saw one recently. I think it was Brett Booth did it. He did that cover with Spider-Man perched.
Is it the Spider-Man 1 cover?
Yeah,
or is it because I've seen the Spider-Man 300 cover and the Spider-Man 1 cover? They both get overdone.
Well, the one where he's crouching with all the webs.
That's Spider-Man 1.
Yeah,
Spider-Man 1. Yeah.
So Brett Booth did one, but he actually like corrected the anatomy and actually made it like right, which actually makes pretty dope. I was like, wow, that's pretty
corrected dope. You don't want Todd McFarlane with the anatomy corrected.
But
it's Todd McFarlane.
I know what I'm saying, but it looked good. It was like, oh, okay.
Oh, I love Brett Booth stuff.
The way he did, I was like, so I never thought about like, revamping and making it, anatomically correct and all that stuff. But yeah.
Because I saw Bloodshot. They drew Bloodshot and he was in the Spider-Man pose. Because I've seen, like I said, the Spider-Man 300 cover. Hell, even Billy Tucci did a She cover where she had like her knife out or her side or whatever, right. And she was in the Spider-Man 300 pose. It was, like I said, Billy's dope art, but I've just seen that so many times.
Yeah, they've worn it.
That cover's 30 years old. It's been recreated hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of times.
It's run its course.
Yeah, but same with the Hulk Wolverine cover. I've seen so many people. I saw someone draw Deadpool like that. They drew Deadpool where he was holding up some like blades or something. Yeah. And then they had like Wolverine or something shining in the reflection of the knives or whatever. It was kind of
okay.
Yeah, it's like I said, it's been done so many times. It becomes at that point I was like, okay, come up with another idea because it's like I get it, and that was one of my favorite covers when I was coming up for sure. Todd McFarlane's the man.
Yeah,
but
definitely
it's been done so many times. Like I said, the thing's been around for 3 decades.
Yeah. So
because, like I said, I know that one Hulk cover was done in like '87 or so. So you guys, I mean, it's 2020 now, so that covers over 30 years old. and like I said, I've seen so many people like, okay, let me draw my version of Wolverine with the Hulk in the.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's run its course.
Yeah, it's kind of like I said, after 3 decades, I've seen so many different versions. I think I even saw like a Homer Simpson.
Oh snap!
And somebody did like Homer Simpson and. Yes, he was holding up something, and I think it was like Bart or something coming at him in the reflection or something. It was some crazy shit. I had to, although that's actually kind of clever, but still,
right?
It's just been like I said, I've seen it so many times. Yeah, but yeah, like I said, I'm trying to remember, but yeah, Peter and Todd were cool, and that Hulk cover. I mean, Todd was going to sell it, and Peter was like, man, I love that cover. And for whatever reason, I don't know. I would love to ask Todd because he kind of hinted at the story on Instagram about 1.5 years ago. He was just like, hey, we were friends at the time. So Todd gave him for free the Incredible Hulk Wolverine cover.
Wow.
That was, of all his covers that he did while he was on Incredible Hulk, that is clearly his most famous cover.
Right.
It's if I was naming Todd McFarlane covers, that cover would have to, out of the most famous covers he's done, that would clearly be a top 5 Todd McFarlane because, like I said, Spider-Man #1, Spider-Man 300, that Incredible Hulk cover, the Spawn cover. That's what I'm saying. It's like he's got a couple covers that you would have to know that would have to be, these are the covers that people have seen over and over and over again when they talk about Todd McFarlane. So that Hulk cover is one of them, and he gave the cover as a gift to Peter David.
Jeez.
And like I said, Peter wrote something. Matter of fact, I think there's a YouTube video where they met at a con and they had some kind of debate after Todd, because I guess Peter had an issue with some of the stuff that was going on when Image was first founded, how they were, because I saw some of those guys and they were like, well, we don't really need writers. The art just needs to be cool and the books will sell.
Yeah.
And I, obviously maybe I'm a little sensitive about it because I'm a writer. I get
both.
I get a little, well, as long as the writer, as long as the art is good, then it doesn't matter how good the book is written. And I'm like, I disagree with that, because my favorite, I bought a bunch when I was going through my long boxes. I got like 6 long boxes in my closet. I was going through my long boxes. It's surprising how much Image stuff. I was buying all kind of Image stuff. A lot of pretty art, pretty shitty stories.
Yep.
You get a couple. Oh, I didn't know. I was like, is somebody coming in?
Yeah.
I was like, it almost reminded me of Jagged Edge. I heard the knock, knock, knock. See, first of all, I know these so-called players will tell you this. And I'm gonna be real and say what's in my heart. But I was like, I didn't know. But I was like, do. I was like, but I guess you have to let him in. Let me in. Let me in. Oh, those eyes look interesting. Okay. I'm and for those of you that are straggling in late, Caanan is going to redesign Rocket Racer, an old Spider-Man ally, I guess. And well, yeah, he was a good guy in the books I saw, but let me see. But oh, there he is. Let me see. So yeah, Katie, you doing your thing.
Yeah, I had to ask my daughter to politely stop hammering. She was making something. Room, so yeah, that's what you heard. She was banging on something.
Aha. Okay, I found him. Okay, so this character. Okay. I found the Skinhead storyline. Skinhead, the White Redeemer. His name was Eddie. Yeah. Yeah, this actually happened. I'm not joking. I have these books. That's why I was like, I read this storyline, and I'm telling you, it had some really cringe stuff in there.
And the White Redeemer.
The White Redeemer.
Wow.
This actually saw print, and let's see.
It's so bad.
And okay, so this is what happened. Okay, the stuff that he got hit with was a bad batch of Spider-Man's web fluid. He was kind of having some money problems.
This is the White Redeemer dude?
No, Spider-Man, Peter Parker had made up a batch of web fluid, but it wasn't quite right or something, and it hit. Let me see. As the two heroes, let me see. Realizing Skinhead would probably be back to cause more serious trouble, Rocket Racer and Spider-Man staked out the Hall of Afro-American Studies. Oh, I remember that. He went to that Hall of African, and he was like, why do they have Afro-American studies? Why are they not studying about why? It was a weird. It was like a weird episode of Morton Downey Jr. or something. It was
okay.
I used to watch Morton Downey Jr. all the time, and he'd have like all the, him and Geraldo and all that. They have these. It was like that, yeah. But I remember he was having some kind of demonstration out there. He brought the other skinhead guys out there, and they were complaining. Why do they have the Hall of Afro-American Studies on the ESU campus? Just as they suspected, the skinheads came back, planted a bomb, and blew up the building. The infuriated Rocket Racer attacked Spider-Man when the web slinger tried to calm him down. Yeah, because Rocket Racer was hot. He was, the racist dude, so he's the angry black guy in this story, which was again cringe. Yeah. So he's let's see. The Berserk Rocket Racer ended up pursuing Eddie to cross into into Dr. Swan's Curtis Swan, who was the Lizard. And as Rocket Racer was about to pummel Eddie senseless, because he was giving him the beats, and not by Dre. He was giving him the beats. Spider-Man crashed through the window and gave Rocket Racer a shot to the jaw. So yeah, he punched the angry black guy, for beating on the skin.
Wow.
So yeah, this is what Peter Parker did. Okay.
Okay.
And I think this is when, because Spider-Man was fighting Rocket Racer, the skinhead dude was like, "I knew you were a white man." He said,
Oh,
I was like,
you one
this
of
is
us.
a real story. This is a real story.
Like,
Okay.
you're one of us.
Because yeah, he was trying. He didn't recognize that Spider-Man thought he was a piece of shit, but he was trying to stop the other hero from beating up somebody.
Yeah.
And so he was like, "I knew you were a white man."
Wow.
I remember I read this, and I was like 16 or so, and I read this. I was like, "Man, this is cringe as fuck." And let's see, as the two heroes struggled on the floor, Eddie searched for a weapon to kill both of them, and found Peter Parker's jar of corrosive weapon. Yeah, he had been sneaking into the lab because they have chemicals obviously in the lab, and so he was sneaking into the lab when the building was closed. I think he was coming through the skyline or some shit.
This is the Rocket or the
Spider-Man. Spider-Man was going in there and using the lab to hook up his web.
Oh yeah.
He was using the chemicals in there, and he made a bad batch of web fluid. It was like corrosive. It was like acid. And let me see. Let's say two heroes struggled on the floor. Eddie searched for a weapon to kill them both, and found Parker's jar of corrosive webbing. Because Peter was supposed to dispose of it properly, because obviously if he just poured it down the sink, it would just eat through and everything.
Right.
So he had to, was like, okay, I'll get rid of it properly later, and he left it there. So that's a plot device. He said, raising it above his head, Eddie was about to throw now that's another thing that was weird. He held the jar up above his head instead of just tossing it.
Right.
But that allows for when the jar breaks for the whole thing to just fall on him.
Right.
And so, yeah, he said, raising it above his head, Eddie was about to throw the jar when one of Rocket Racer's micro rockets, he shot the rocket from his arm. Pow! White Redeemer. And let's see, when one of the micro rockets shattered the container, spilling the acidic contents all over the young racist. The toxic chemicals had a horrible effect on Eddie, dissolving him into a quivering puddle of flesh. Now, this is before he figured out how to manipulate and turn himself back solid again.
So he's like Clayface.
Yeah, it was kind of like that, except he had a swastika. And this is a real story. Dang. The toxic chemicals had a hard way to dissolve him in a quivering puddle of flesh. Rocket Racer fled the scene because he was like, "Oh my god, I can't believe it!" And Spider-Man pursued him, realizing that the police would blame Rocket Racer if he were not present to give his side of the story. In the meantime, Eddie the Cross disappeared. I think he went down a sewer drain or something. He just and then Eddie returned to his gang's hideout in the junkyard in Long Island City, where he quickly engulfed and dissolved his comp. Yeah, he tried to go and hook back up with his gang, the other skinheads, and he ended up dissolving it. He became like the Blob or some shit. He was like, and let's see, claiming that it was time for them to join him in making the ultimate sacrifice for racial purity. Standing above the smoldering bones of his friends, Eddie the Cross renamed himself Skinhead, the White Redeemer.
Wow.
Oh, God.
Wow.
This is one of the worst. And I read this shit. This is one of the worst things. And this is a real story I had. It was like 3 parts. Tapping into the university's computer system. Well, hello. Hold on. Let's see. We got one. Let's see on Twitch. Hello, Pepe, the Memix, or something like that. Hello. How are you? I'm reading cringe Spider-Man stories. Tapping into the university's computer system, Rocket Racer discovered Eddie's home address, and this is when they find out that he's actually a Jewish guy. And then
Eddie,
because I remember they actually went to his house and they found out his parents were Jewish. And I remember the dad had the yarmulke on and everything, and I was like, okay. Let's see, through the contacts at the police station. Peter Parker found out through the police, and Rocket Racer hacked into the university because he was a student. He was a student of the at ESU or whatever, And so they found out the same thing, and they both went to his house.
Gotcha.
Rocket Racer arrived at the home first and confronted Eddie's father. And so he was like, "Yeah, you raised a racist." And then, as the sad rabbi told of his son's transformation into a racist, Eddie, in his form of blob and flesh, crashed through because he was a blob, but he had a swastika. It was weird. And he was like, Eddie, in his form of blob and flesh, crashed through the window and attacked. Rocket Racer was knocked unconscious, and Skinhead was about to engulf his father when Spider-Man arrived after being knocked around by the nearly indestructible blob. Spider-Man noticed Eddie's skeleton floating. Oh, yeah. He noticed the skeleton. So, because he would make himself into that blob form, but his skeleton was still in the middle. And so, Spider-Man hit it. Spider-Man noticed Eddie's skeleton floating around at the center of this horrific form. The web slinger jumped into Skinhead, purposely allowing himself to be engulfed, and punched the creature's skull. Skinhead was knocked unconscious and reverted to his normal form as Eddie Cross, and Eddie was later arrested for multiple hate crimes and multiple assaults, and for conspiracy to commit murder, and for attempted bombing, and for destruction of private property that didn't belong to him. And that's the end of the story.
Nobody mentioned the state of Spider-Man after jumping inside, huh? Jeremy?
What are you saying?
So nobody mentioned Spider-Man's state when he jumped inside of that corrosive being.
That he should have, the universe, that the costume should have been eaten up and the whole deal.
Right.
And, because it was the whole thing. Let's see. What's your view on Trump? Well, I mean, I support any if they make sure I can pay my bills, then it is what it is. You know what I'm saying? I just but there are things that I've been critical of the president of, and there's things that I've supported him on, and I wish more people would kind of look at it like that. It was the same when Obama was in office. So it's like some things I was like, oh, okay, and then other things I was like, I don't know about that. So, but I tend to lean more conservative, so I don't know. I guess I should raise a black power fist or something. I was like, I'm gonna get it on camera. Black power. There you go. Skinhead. Maybe you should redesign Skinhead. Oh God.
Let's let him lay to rest.
Yeah, that would be interesting.
He's been tired for.
So you got like an interesting. Are you doing like a helmet? Because he's not going to have the airflow, obviously. I saw him with the flat top too. He had the flat top. They went from the airflow to the flat top. I don't know. And I don't know. Wait a minute, you're muted. Oh, you're muted. You're muted, Caanan. You're muted. I couldn't hear you. I was like, I saw your mouth moving. I was like, your mouth is moving. I was like, I see your mouth moving, but I don't know what you're saying. So.
I think I hit it by accident.
Oh, okay. Okay. So I was asking about the head. It looks like you got headgear on.
Yeah, he does. He's got a helmet.
Because I know, like his little headphones that he was wearing. That's how he controlled the skateboard or something.
Yeah, that's what these things on the sides are.
Okay.
It's like a receiver built into the helmet. And the helmet, if you look at it from the side, was probably something like this, like an aerodynamic, like those biker helmets. You ever seen those?
I got you.
You know what I'm talking about?
You're talking about the ones where it's meant to actually let the wind roll.
Yeah, streamline.
Yeah. I've seen those because some of those Olympic people, like when they're skating and stuff, they wear those where it's supposed to help you be more aerodynamic.
I know like when you see it in the people that race the Tour de France, they use.
Yeah, they got and then they put the head down and.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Whole thing. So.
Here we go.
But no. Okay. Is he gonna have like glasses or a visor? I guess
the visor goes across.
Okay, yeah, okay. Is it gonna be like so he can look at all this computer tech stuff? It's like, oh, let me zoom in and all that. Okay, I got you. Man.
He's gonna have a. It's gonna be you like his gear, like the concept that I have. I think you'll dig it. Actually, I'm gonna do.
It doesn't have the airflow or the flat top, so I'm already digging it.
Take a page from
the hair becomes part of the costume.
No, page from Ant-Man.
Oh, I got you. Okay, so like the antennas.
Mm-hmm. I don't think I want him that long though. Let me bring him down so I don't do too long.
You have him so long where he can't walk through the door without hitting shit.
Well, I mean, just thinking practical, man. Like, actually, they will even be, things, the modern tech is now. They would actually be more like something like that.
Yeah, because it's like I've noticed that. Well, a lot of that stuff now with the way technology is now, it just everything gets smaller, more condensed.
Mm-hmm.
Everything's compact now.
So yeah. So I was like, yeah, let me fix that.
Would he still have the rockets on his arms though?
Yeah, but they're going to look different.
Okay. Because I mean, he's called Rocket Racer, but I mean, he's got rockets on his skateboard that propel him, and I think the skateboard should be like a hoverboard.
You shall see.
Okay, well, I was just thinking. I'm just thinking out loud.
He actually spot on with a lot of it, though. I mean, that's kind of what I'm doing.
Yeah, once you put wheels on it, it starts getting cheesy and shit. So, they had him he's skating up a wall. Yeah. He was skating up a wall, and so I was like, if it's a hoverboard, then I'm like, oh, okay.
Yeah, the wheels are gone.
Yeah, the wheels. I'm like, yeah,
the wheels fell off on that one.
I'm gonna ride it till the wheels fall off. But yeah, man, it's I'm just curious about it because I had a ordered from DoorDash yesterday, a place called Boss Burger, new bar, and they sent me a burger. It was like a $15 burger. I bought it.
Dang.
They gave me a coupon, and so I ended up getting it for like $12. It was
good?
So, my God,
fire, bro.
It was great, but I don't think human beings should eat burgers like this. I thought it was. I was like, man, this is an expensive ass burger. I didn't realize how big it was. So they sent me. They had the big, they had the container with the, and because they made homemade potato chips.
Oh,
I didn't want French fries because they had a couple, so they was like, do you want homemade potato chips or do you want French fries? And depending on sometimes the fries, I don't like them. So some people just take frozen fries and drop them in. In other places, they actually make, cut potatoes up and make fresh fries.
Five Guys does it, I think.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
And they'll slice that, and do the whole thing up, right?
Yep.
So, but I saw that they actually make fresh potato chips and fry them up, and then they give you, ranch sauce and stuff to dip in. So I got this burger, bro. Oh, another thing, it was a bacon cheeseburger.
Oh, wow.
Okay, what they do to each slice of bacon, they put like 3 or 4 slices of bacon on there, but they take each slice of bacon and they dip it in a buttermilk flour thing.
Dang.
And then they deep fry it.
Really, dude?
Yeah. So it was deep fried buttermilk bacon.
Jeez.
It had the tomatoes and the
lettuce.
That was
probably a rich sandwich.
Oh, yeah. And it was so big, though. It was so big that I couldn't hold it. You had to slice it into pieces. I picked it up and it was huge. It was a big 10-ounce patty. I was like, oh my God. I couldn't eat it. I had to cut it. It was so big I couldn't eat it. And I was like, it was too much, man. It was too much. And it was once I finally got it down, once I got it into manageable sizes.
You cut it in 4s or something?
Yeah, I had to cut it down because it was so big. And they asked you, I had it cooked medium, and it was cooked perfect. And it was still hot when it got here and everything. I was like, oh yeah, good. But yeah, like I said, it's like $15 for the burger.
That's crazy.
Lettuce, lettuce, tomato, buttermilk dipped fried bacon, and these big dill pickle slices on there. So they would like nice, big, long slices of pickle.
Mm.
And I mean, it was fire. I managed to get that bad one down, but boy, the juices! I'm telling you, it was so juicy in the bacon, and oh god, it was. I don't know if I would order it again, not because it was bad, but I was just like, that's something I shouldn't be eating on a regular basis.
Yeah,
it was so big.
Once in a while treat.
Yeah, it was so big.
So did you eat it all in one setting, or you broke it up into pieces?
Yeah, I broke it up into pieces because I had to come back, but it was able to give me another meal later in the day.
Yeah, I bet it was as big as that thing. So
yeah, that joker. There was another one where it had double bacon on it. It had regular bacon. Yeah, that was the one I almost ordered. It had regular bacon on it. It had just like hickory smoked bacon. Then it had jalapeno bacon.
Dang.
Which I've seen. They had sent me some kind of flyer. I had ordered a gift basket when my mom was still alive. I remember I had ordered some kind of fruit basket, and they sent me like an advertisement for the Bacon of the Month Club.
Okay.
And so
sounds like a beautiful club already.
Dude, I can't remember. It's like $30 a month or whatever. Or at least it was then. The Bacon of the Month Club, they send you a different bacon every month.
Oh my gosh.
They send you a little bacon package every month.
That's heavy.
And I don't even know if they still exist. Because like I said, my mom's been gone since 2016. So, but yeah, Bacon of the Month Club. And I started seeing all the different kind of bacons you can get. They had like thick cut pepper bacon. Like cherry wood smoked bacon. Like honey cured and all this. They had beef bacon. Which I've had beef bacon. I don't enjoy beef bacon.
I mean, it's.
I needed to come from the pig.
Yeah, I mean, it has it's leaner, and it's like even like turkey bacon, like But I think that the fat in the pork gives bacon what the taste that it's known for. So, he froze. You froze, Antonio. Are you there, buddy? No. He'll probably be back. We'll see. Testing. You there, Antonio? Am I going? I think I'm going. No. Well, maybe he'll come back. Makes you guys, if you're still on, you can still see me or hear me. You can actually just see me finish up drawing this guy. I'll just wait for a little bit. I can't see anybody's comments if anybody's saying anything because I don't have visuals on the stream. What's going on, but somehow we lost connection. Let's do. He's trying to get back on. If anybody can hear or see what I'm saying, he's trying to get back on. Kind of lost connection somehow. But if anybody is listening, we're planning to do these streams a lot more often. So I think after today, I'll be back Wednesday, I believe. Yeah, and yeah, so you'll see more of us doing what we do. But, so yeah, for Rocket Racer, I'm giving him more of almost a classic bomber pilot kind of feel, without tapping into some of the many overdone, not really overdone, but versions of bomber jacket heroes, i.e. Cannonball and guys like that. So still trying to make them unique. Also going to do something a little different here, where his I'm actually going to make the power come from him. If you noticed, his eyes are whited out because I want his like he actually projects the energy. I don't know, psionic energy, whatever you want to call it, since it's part of what controls. Not about having that actually control the board too. So he shoots rockets, but it's almost like the energy from within is what allows him to release like concussive blasts of energy. I think that's a nice little different twist to it. Antonio's texting me here. Let's see what he wants to do about the stream. Might just wrap it up, but see what he said. If you are asking any questions, I can't see what you're asking. Still ask them, and I'll go over and look at the stream after we're done and answer anything you may have. But no details, and I think I just shut it down. So appreciate everybody that came out to chill with us today. Sorry for the technical difficulties. Technology is always awesome when it works. When it doesn't, it sucks. But yeah, like I said, I'll be back here more likely Wednesday. And so we'll definitely get to see more of us chilling and hanging out, man, and talking about everything. So on that note, I like where this rocket is going, man. I like the Antonio, if you're watching, I hope you dig it, man. So far, I'm liking where it's going. I like the concept. It's definitely gives Rocket some life and makes him stand out as an actual character, man, and not just footnote. So I might finish this off stream, man. I'm liking this. Be my warm up for today. But on that note, y'all, yes, I am out. I appreciate everybody watching. Follow Antonio, everything Akari Press, as he always says, Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, YouTube, and definitely back our project Way of the Gun, Book 2 from the brand series on Indiegogo. It's doing pretty good. Definitely, if you like what you see, go by and check it out. And then you can follow me on Instagram at Caanan02, Twitter at Cap_White, and I'm on Facebook and Facebook and YouTube, but YouTube's got to be revamped, and I'm on Facebook from time to time, but not as often as I usually am, or as I used to be. But yeah, appreciate it. Thanks everybody for hanging out, and I'm out. Peace.